understand idea. So I opened this art studio and we will see like primarily a lot of data manipulation and I will try to do most of the things like this script window and few of the things in the console. Now obviously a bit of intro here that all the functions and data, everything will be coming over here. You can just check it if it's loaded or not and all the plots over here, why so that's just how to like uh, most popular method is one more concept. You can install it by typing the command. Let's check what library title is one and then actions. Okay, fine. So let's first install tidy. This is how I generally install packages because the thing over here is I can write install.packages, but why to type something if you have the UI to help it? So this is my idea because generally we are moving towards an era of no code platform. So you don't need to be an expert in remembering the commands. You need to know how to do, what to do, and where to do. And yes, for everything else, you have Google. That's what we are going to use here, like a pure beginner. Okay, okay. Loading a lot of libraries. That is solving concerns. And I know this is a very odd hour for a lot of my viewers of this channel because 90% or close to 90% of the viewers of this channel are from India. And generally, people don't wake up this early in India. And I kind of don't follow that. I generally wake up very early. And there's no particular time for that. I can wake up at 2:30, at 3, 2:30, 4, 4:30, dependent on my sleep cycle. Okay, so everything is downloaded here. Let's library once more. So we have okay. Before I proceed ahead, they have also given a link. I mean, lot of packages give this when you load them. They have given a link for a 1 hour course. Let's just look at that first before we move ahead. It is University Business Science and so this is 1 hour data science courses released 2 times per month. That's fine. Uh, Obviously, if you guys are interested, you can check this. But I'm not. So this is the link. I paste this link in the description box if you want. So you can have a look at it. I'm not interested. So I have loaded the library and then oh, first we will download Apple Price using Quant mod from this to this. By default, Quant mod download and store the symbols to the own name. You get it? Okay. Now why are we using options with children? I don't know why. Let's just probably this is a requirement of the package. So let's not use our brains a lot and do what they're saying. Now, I'm not interested in Apple share, right? I'm interested in some other share. If any one of you is like, can you suggest a share which you want to analyze? Uh, I love ExxonMobil, companies like ExxonMobil, which are like huge and old. I will say Exxon. So this is wrong. Okay, let's see if this is wrong. Okay. Now, auto assign, you can change this in over here. After that, this change to yeah, no, okay. Long has been loaded. Now, okay, before we move ahead, what we need to do is let's check two more things over here. Head, okay, let's do a head on this. So this is 2017. Why is it getting us 2017 data? We are in 2021. Wait, let me try to change it. This is, oh, I've not changed the original code. It is from 2017. So we need to change it. So let's just look at this here. So we will need to do change. Let's change this to 2021 to what is the date format? From here, I guess it should be it will obviously show something wrong with the date format. And let me just copy it from there. Maybe I misunderstood. And over here we need to put yeah, right. So now you can see that we have data for from basically 2021 4th January, 5th January, 6th January, 7th, 8th, 11th. Okay. So this, okay, this is your month. So middle month is your month. So we can change that, but we don't need to because we have already named it March. We are at February. So this is pretty fine. Let's look at the table also. Yeah, as expected. This is going till 2nd of February, or rather the 12th of February. And let's just check the low price. We are not interested in the low and high. Let's just have two things, which is volume and flow. So the data over here is wrong. Okay? This is our data, and how do we just this is an explicit object. So we need to remove column. Let's try with Kepler before Google. And so I will say the conclusion on both we need to select recovery, we need to select strong flow and strong volume. So let's say duplicated, but we are not using plus underscore. Error in these methods. Okay, let's of class yes. Okay, we have to Google. There is no other. So what we need to Google is yeah, how to select column in SQL and selecting from XPS the column. Yeah, we have Stack Overflow as well. Okay, this is something which we need to understand. Yeah. is how we do it. We just use like the matrix method. The first one is your row and the second one is your column. So we can also do for volume, right? So let's yeah, we have successfully done that. So this is how we do it. We just write the data frame name or rather the XPS object, and then the first is your row. So we do not need to select rows. All the rows are needed. This is blank. And the second is your column. So which columns do we need? We need our ROM flows, the close price, and the ROM volume or the volume traded on the page. So let's store this somewhere, right? So let's so what we do over here is ROM flows. Okay, they must have named. Okay, so we have created another XPS object containing just the close price and the volume. Let's see if we can plot it directly from the plot. This is our plot. So this is plotting your price. So there is the value. This price and this order. Oh, so this is your price. This is your series and this is your price. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. Now let's try to do it for volume. Okay, this is our volume data. Mhm. So let's just do an elementary analysis and then we'll try to modify this plot so that we have better sense of things over here. So let's look at the previous. I can change the color and all, but I don't want to because there's no value add in that for our financial analysis. So if we look at this chart, we pretty much see that there is a bit of uptrend. Now you can see that it starts from here, then you have a kind of a support here, and then again a small support here. So we can say that this is your uptrend. And also here there's a rising peak. But yes, there is a bit of local downturn over here and then over here. But this downturn was greater and this downturn is smaller. So I perhaps feel that the share price would go up. Let's check in the volume. In the volume has been falling consistently. So this is a negative indication of any strong up move. But yes, recent fall is way greater, which means recent fall in share prices is also not going to sustain. So probably a lot of sideways movement could happen over here. Let's compare it with something else, right? So to make that comparison, let's know the data, right? Let's know the data. So we have taken exam safe, right? Now how about hmm, let's have a nice right? BT share. Let's shell share, right? This is RBS. I will copy it from okay, we need to copy it from so a lot of coding or data work requires a lot of human intelligence. You don't remember you need to download this and you need to download it. Okay, let's try let's see ANS RDS code, RDS से हो गई हम Apple Apple it has been loaded. So we need to get the load and volume of the we must follow this method to get that. And the next now with Yeah, I guess volume is coming. Okay, fine, fine, Snehashish. So Snehashish, as you're watching this live, if you have any questions, you can ask that, or else I will keep on doing what I'm doing. So let's plot multiple columns in R. Actually, I had a Bluetooth speaker on and there was an ambient music playing. So I don't know if you guys were able to listen to that ambient music, but I guess that was interfering with our audio capturing or mic. So I have switched it off. So Snashish, as you're watching this live, if you have any questions, you can ask that. Or else okay, so let's just use this mic closer to my mouth. So I've put the mic closer to my mouth and okay, let's plot. Yeah, they are using ggplot and okay, but I want something which is very simple, not any fancy thing. Plot.ts data. If you use plot.ts, we need a time series, but we do not have a time series to be very fair over here. Okay. Anyway, let's just try this thing. Yeah. Plot.ts. Okay. BG not found. Hmm. Okay. We need to see what to do now. Plot. I don't want to use these guys. I guess we'll have to use ggplot only. There's no other option. Anyway, let's just think about it for a while. Yeah. Plot multiple columns in R of XTS object. Hmm. This we already do. We have done a dollar and checked that out. So that's not a concern. Plotting XTS objects can be done with plot command if package XTS has been loaded. Okay, we have already done that. This mic is creating a issue over here. It has to be good.
Hmm. Let's try this. I guess this should work for us. The data which we have is exon close volume. hmm Let's just use over here. Okay. Okay, what should we do over here? Close. Let's use this guy. First, we will use this. So first we will be using this. So let's just put it over here. And the next would be your ZOM volume. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying random things now. A lot of work in R is like this only. Just keep trying and you get what you need. Main, I don't need any main. So I'll just write try. Top left, that's okay, that's okay, that's okay. No, that's not okay. I need to change this guy over here as well. Let's just do that. Okay, we have something. Let's zoom it. Okay, where is the volume? We have zoom close, but where is zoom volume? Sorry, we have zoom volume, but where is zoom close? It has gone. I guess perhaps it is beyond the purview of this data set. So, because the volume and close are at a different scales, so that might be creating problems over here. Acha. So we can change the scales over here, right? Or let's just try to use price only. what I need is how to change the scale of axis in R plot. Okay, we need to use y-lim. Acha, but we have a secondary axis as well. Acha. Okay, okay. Let's do that. Scale of secondary axis in our plot. We are not using ggplot, so how will that work? Yeah, we can try the column thing over here. Let's just copy this first. Y-lim. The let me just check the ZOM volumes. The ZOM volume is from, okay, this is very high. So let's just do 0 to 100 Y-lim. This is 0 to 100. Yes, as expected. What happened? Oh, why is this not loading? Oh, we already have it here. So we only have one guy. Why not the other one? If we don't use Y-lim, we have both of them. But if we use Y-lim, we only have one. So let me try to change the scale in Y-lim. But what was the volume over here? Okay, let's have a high volume. Acha, I got the idea over here. It will only give the legends and the chart for everything captured inside this. So that is why we need to change the secondary axis as well. There, or else there is no other solution. Anyway, I'll just check if we have anything over here. As no one else in this chat, this is my best chance. Can you please have a 5 minutes Q&A session? I have cat got 85 percentile now. Now I'm not sure what to do. I'm thinking about ISI PGDBA. If you get time, please, after the session, can you give some advice? Now, Snehashish, how do you want to do this 5 minute Q&A? So if you are over here, just let me know how you want to take this 5 minute Q&A, and then we will close this session and just take over the 5 minute Q&A thing. So let me know in the chat. Till then, I figure this out. What we are doing. So we need a secondary access. That's for pretty sure. So modifying the secondary axis in R. Everybody is using ggplot. I don't want to use ggplot. I want to use simple things, base R commands. Because I don't want to make fancy graphs right now. First is we need to understand the very basics. Okay, this seems to work. So I will use this. And let's see if we can get this done. So first we will do this thing. Par, mar, whatever this thing is saying us. I said that I'll use this script window, but I'm using the console. Extremely sorry. So let's just put this over here. Plot xy1, then plot xy2. So what is the x? We do not have any x. Oh, we have an x. That x over here is dates, right? So where is that date thing over here? We don't need an x. So it will be blank. Y will be equal to zoom dot close. Zoom dot close not found. Okay, okay, I got that. We need to a dollar also before that. Unexpected symbol. What symbol we have used? Let's just do one thing, that we are not using this, so we'll just magnify the console. That will be much better. It's fully charged. Let's move the charger from here. Yes, Snehashis, I'm waiting for your reply. You need to reply to me. How do you want to do this live Q&A? Right, because I need a format for the Q&A. I mean, where do you want to do that and all? Please let me know the details of Q&A which you want to have. Okay, so this is your zoom dot close dot. Oh, we have a zoom over here. Shah. Error in an argument x is missing. It's no default. Okay, let's do this thing then. Okay, so our close is plotted. Now, par new true. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, now the second one, right? Over here we have access false, this, that. Let's do this. Okay, we have also plotted the volume. What's pretty over here? This is our pretty. It's just a mess of a chart with nothing meaningful over here. We need to understand this. Okay, so I got it that this will not work for us. So we understood that over here this tidy quant thing won't work that great if you want to do a detailed thing. But let's see how they have used this tidy quant. Maybe they have done something. Okay, we can directly do a chart series without wasting any time. So that is something which we should have done. So when you are copy pasting, do not use stupid ideas. See, we simply have chart series of Apple prices. But this has become, this is something called a box. No, this is not box plot. This is a candle chart, candle line chart, right? So how can we make it? Okay, this is candle line chart only. Okay, we can even zoom into. We don't want to zoom in, sir. We can download prices for several stocks. Okay, sure, that's great. So this probably is a much better way because we were struggling with finding our own way, but they have given a complete idea for analyzing everything. So let's just follow their method step by step. So let's just load the tickers we want. Yes, Nyashish, this is candlestick chart. Yes, Nyashish, I asked you a question that you want to have a 5 minutes Q&A session. So I'm waiting for a reply on that. Tickers, we have APL and which ticker was ZOM, right? This was ZOM. Oh, sorry, Control Z. Now get symbols and we will use our own date. Okay. Next is your prices. Could not find map. Okay, we have to load this. Map comes in for library, I guess. Let me just check which library has map. It's in per. Okay, we have to load the per library. Okay, let's just load per. PU triple R. PU triple R. Okay, we now have the per, so we can use the earlier thing map command. Okay, this is gone. We don't need this stupid thing. Okay, so we now have the prices for your Zoom and Apple. Great. Now what we should do over here is okay, they are saying that they have first used the tidy quant. Now they are saying that we prefer tidy quant package to download stock prices. Below we will demonstrate simplicity of price process. Okay, for Apple. Sure. Okay, before I proceed ahead, let me just plot this, right? Plot prices. Plot. Yes, now we have something of value. We have the Apple price, which is above, because if you see the range of Apple prices, it's in 100 plus, and Zom is in near 40. So this is our Apple and Zom price comparison. So we have successfully at least achieved one part of it, that how to plot multiple prices in a chart. Now let's see what they are saying else. Rest is just plotting, plotting. Basically they want to use ggplot over here. Okay. So let's just resort to simply copy pasting. Let's not use our brain that much. So what they are saying that we will use tq get. Okay, if we use tq get, we just have the apple tickers. We will start with tickers only. We have tickers already. We just need to update the prices thing. So we have taken TQ get prices, stickers from to, and you also need this get stock dot prices. What's the problem? There's a bracket over here which we have opened. Okay, I got it. So we will need to keep this. Hmm. Sometimes R does not work the way you want it to work. Yeah, this is okay. There's a inverted comma here. Next. Required packages not found while loading NMC. Which package we did not have? Okay, why is this not happening? Rlang last error. Input data is per map. Tidy quant tq get base handle simple last trace in full context. Let's first see what is stickers, then we'll get what's the problem over here. Stickers is AAPL and ZOM. So we have tickers over here. Let's just use their data. That will be much better because I don't want to commit errors now. Again problem. So I guess there is some problem with the way this has been loaded with per, I guess. So we need to load library to id quant, I guess. Id quant. Again we have a problem here. Why we are getting this problem? Required dot packages not found. Where do we have that required dot packages? Okay, so essentially we run into some errors. So this is the error over here, but let's try to this data is in tidy format where symbols are stacked on top of one another. To see the first row of each symbol, if we can just convert this into tidy format, our task would be easier. So let's just try to convert our data. What was our data? Prices, I remember. Yeah. Yes, this is our data, prices. So what is the format of this? Is an XTS object. Let's change this into a data frame. Changing XTS to table. Yeah. So we need to do One can use the broom tidy function to convert an XTS object to table, and this function is preferred. Okay. Okay. We just do this. Library broom. There is no package. Okay, I need to install this broom. Okay. STR. So we just do this. Prices df. Over here also prices. We are changing it to table. Uh-huh. Yes, now we have done that. STR prices. Okay, now we have the date, then your series, then your value. It's perfectly fine. So let's just look at it to have a satisfaction. This is our data frame. You have date, so I can change the index to date. That will be much better, right? So let's just change the name to in date. Rename prices df prices df control shift m rename. Index date is equal to index. I guess there will be an error because I have not put an inverted. Yeah, this has been done. There's no error. Perfect. So now we have date over here. We have series, which is APL values on. Okay, but we have run into a problem. We now need to know which. So we need to filter it and make a. Okay. So the XTS object which we had a better format. AAPL had a different price, ZOM had a different price. But now if you check, AAPL and ZOM has been clubbed into a category of series, which is not something which we wanted. We wanted separate columns for AAPL and ZOM. So that is not what we wanted, dude. This is not the right answer. What we need to do is nest index value. Acha. Okay. Date and value. Could not find function nest. Why? Nest is in which library? Dipler, I guess. Tidy R. Okay, let's load tidy R. Oh, we have used a. Oh, that's a problem. It's not date function, it's just simply date. APL has two variables, ZOM has two variables. Date value. Yeah, this is the thing which we want. Yes, great. Oh, it asked me a question and gave the answer and it's giving error. Anyway, our job is done now. So when we do this prices df to 1 1, this is your apple date and value. So I'll just say this is your apple series. So this is the power of spending a lot of time with Google search and R, that you eventually know what to do and how to do. So your Apple series is your this thing. Where is Apple series? Yeah, this is your Apple series, the date of your price, and this is the price at this side. Now if I just change this 1 over here to 2, it will become your ExxonMobil series. Let me just do that. 1 second. Hmm. This is 2 comma 2. Exxon series. This is what you need. Okay, now we can plot these guys separately. Plot Apple series. Okay, but we needed a line plot. We can convert this into time series data. Yes. So essentially what we are doing is we are just going from one end to the next end. Anyway, I got that we have understood a basic idea over here, that how do we load data, and we can also find correlation simply, right? Just let's find correlation over here so that we have a kind of a closure that what all we have learned today. Apple series, Apple series dollar value and Exxon series dollar value. So, do you check that there is a kind of a different correlation because we have changed the dates? Yeah, I remember the dates are different now. So we can find a correlation between Apple series and Exxon series, or rather the Apple prices and Exxon prices. We can load their share prices. We can change the XTS object into a table, and we can then use the nesting command to create our individual series, and then this is your simple scatter plot, right? Now obviously there are a lot of other things which we can do, and I feel that I will keep on doing those things. Let me just check if anybody has asked some question. Please, Jignesh is asking, show me something medium to contact from you. You can email me. I have already said that if you email me at knowledge of honey, I mean, let me just write. Okay, where have I written that? Uh, Jignesh, I think I have given email ID somewhere in my YouTube channel as well. Let me just check. Okay, I'm giving you my personal email ID now. Let me just share my screen. Just 1 second. I will give you knowledge of Honey email ID. That will be much better to segregate emails. Yeah. Now I will give you my email ID. This is display capture on. So are you seeing my email ID over here? Honeyofknowledge at gmail.com. So this is the email which you have to look, honeyofknowledge at gmail.com. So send your queries to honeyofknowledge at gmail.com and then we can connect. Yes, yes, Sneashis, you can use that email ID as well. But I rather prefer this email ID, honeyofknowledge at gmail.com, because this is a way to segregate my emails. Because the earlier email ID which I have, the personal email ID, that's almost full. So if you make any communication there, I'll have to delete few things to accommodate any communication. So I'm kind in a process of deleting data from that earlier email ID. So use this ID, honeyofknowledge at gmail.com. So let me just put it somewhere over here that will make it easier. So this is the email ID which you have to look. Oh, why is not loading? Anyway, so now what all we can do, I think now I can finish off this chat, not chat, I can finish off this live because we already covered a lot of things. So Jignesh and Sneashish, you know how to get in touch with me. You have this email ID, honeyofknowledge at gmail.com. You can contact me through that, and I'll be getting in touch with Sneashish because I have seen his email. So let me just end the stream now because I've already spent a lot of time now. 1 second. Bye bye.